and welcome to my channel. My name is Amanda, and we're going to talk about the books that I need to finish in the month of January. Now, first thing, none of these books are going to be new to you, but I'm going to be prioritizing them in the month of January to be read first. So these are already on my list. I'm not adding any new books. I will be adding the Aldia reading books, the books when it comes out. But I think that video is going to come out while I'm on vacation, and I need to go ahead and get these books solidified in my brain and down on paper that they need to be read as soon as possible because they need to be finished in January, with one exception, and that's the first book. So my new release for January is Onyx Storm. You can see what it looks like here. Otherwise, I'm going to be blocking part of it for most of this video, but it's not coming out until the 21st of January. So I will be reading it. I will be starting it the day it comes out. I don't know when I'm going to finish it, but I will be starting it on the day it comes out to try to get it finished. I do have 1 month to finish it per the rules of the hardest reading challenge you'll ever do. When your new release comes out in the month, you have 30 days past that day to get it read. So technically I have until the 21st of February to get it read, but I want to prioritize it and do it as soon as possible when it comes out. Then the member pick. From my members, I have Dungeons and Drama this time. I know you guys will probably remember that when I was making my TBR initially, I said, I don't have any member picks. I need more member picks. And the members really came through. You guys gave me, I think now I have like 5 picks at this point, and I've had to use 3 of them for January, February, and March. And so, or this one I did have, and then the other 2 I didn't. That's what it was. And so I have February and March filled in, and then I think I still have 3 more picks from you guys. But feel free, members, to send me recommendations in any video. It tells me if you're a member or not, so you can just put it in the comments of any video and say, I think you should read so-and-so. So there you go. I am so excited about reading this in January. I want to get to it as soon as I can. Then I have the monthly Stephen King read along, which this month we're reading different seasons. It's 4 different novellas in this collection, 3 of which I remember loving. The 4th one I don't remember much about, and it's funny because Jake says it's his favorite out of the whole thing. So we're doing this over on Jake's Discord. I will link his channel down below, and this is the first one we're reading for January. So I want to read it in January so I can talk with everybody in the correct chat room to talk about the different stories in this collection. Then my country that I got for January was Kiribati, and Marin Maracay is the book that I got. Now listen, I ordered it so that I could have it here in person, and the amount of taunting that I have had to put up with from my family because of this book, y'all just don't even know. This book came in the mail. I'm getting here so y'all can see. Do you see everything at the bottom of this? That's not written in English. I really thought that when I looked this book up on Amazon, it was in English and in whatever language they speak in Kiribati. It's not. It's not. It's only in that language, which is fantastic that this exists. However, I can't read this book. I already know what the story is about, though, because the premise of the story explains it all to you. My husband said, well, if you already know what it's about, why did you buy the book? And then my son proceeded to ask me about every book that came in the mail to say, is that in English? Because they think they're really funny. And so, yes, the amount of crap that I've put up with because I ordered a book in a language that I cannot read. But you know what? I gave these people whoever published this book, I gave them another sale. So that's all right. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do about this. But you guys may have given me a solution to this problem by suggesting that I do read The Sex Lives of Cannibals. So this takes place on one of the islands called Tarawa, Tarawa. I don't know how to say it. And it's about a guy who is like, I am going to get away from it all and I'm going to go live on an island in the Pacific Ocean. And he takes off and he ends up on one of the islands of Kiribati. And it's just about his apparently ridiculous adventures. Whether this is a true story or not, I don't know, but it did say that it was it did compare him to Bill Bryson, who writes fiction books about nonfiction things, like he actually goes and travels. Oh, it is nonfiction. It's a travel, humor, memoir, nonfiction adventure. So, The Sex Lives of Cannibals. I thought it was a weird title when I read it, and some of you guys were like, oh, it's fine. It's actually really funny, and some of you really liked it, and so that's what I'm giving a try, since I cannot read this book in the language that it's in. And then I got The State of Virginia for my first date, and I'm reading The Secret Battle of Evan Powell, and we're going to see how that goes, but I want to read it during the month of January. Then we have the buzzword word. We have a buzzword cover and a buzzword word. And this one was Truth and Lies. And I'm going to be reading Bourbon and Lies. No idea really what this is about. It does sound like it's going to be a romance. So we'll see when we get to it. But I want to do that in January. And then finally we have Only Forward for the buzzword cover, which is a pattern on the cover. And there's definitely a pattern on this cover. I'm excited about it. It's like a sci-fi thriller book, which I'm totally here for. So these are all of the 7 books that I want to get done, specifically want to get done in January. So hopefully if I'm getting close to the end of the month and there's 1 or 2 of them that I haven't done, I will make sure I get those on there. The buzzword books I want to keep up with on a month-by-month basis, and the world's not going to end if I don't, and I just want to finish them by the end of the year, but it would be nice if I could keep up with them as the months are going. The Stephen King read-along is the same thing, like nothing's going to happen, but for Onyx Storm and the new releases that are coming out, I will lose the hardest reading challenge if I don't finish them. So I really want to do that for that January book. And that is all. I am planning on making one of these for each of the months that's just going to highlight like what books do I really want to prioritize for the month of January or for each month. And so these are the ones for January, and the next one will be coming in February. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what books you really want to read in January. I know that everybody makes TBRs that has lots of books on them. I don't know. Everybody doesn't. You're right. But a lot of people make TBRs that have a lot of books on them. And then there's a few that we really want to get done. So maybe pick 1 or 2 and tell me what you really want to get done in the month of January. And let me know if you've read any of these. We are going to be having a Discord chat about all the books we're reading in January. So if you want to come join us over there, you can chat with us about the books that you're reading. If enough of us are reading the same book in a month, we will create a chat channel for it where we can specifically talk about that book. So thank you for joining me, and thank you for hanging out and giving me your time at the beginning of 2025. I am very excited for this year and everything that we're going to read together and all the fun we're going to have. I will see you in the next video. Bye.